During Advent, which means arriving, it's the time running up to Christmas, we think about what it means that God came as a human being in Jesus. And there are so many theological themes, there's so much depth to who Jesus is and what it means that God came as a person. And it all really begins in the Old Testament. There are so many prophecies throughout the Old Testament looking forward with longing to the coming of God in history. The prophet Isaiah in particular talks about the Messiah a lot. In chapter 11 he talks about a shoot will come up from the stump of Jesse. So there's this promise that the Messiah will be born in the line of Jesse, who was King David's father. And so when in Luke's Gospel the nativity story is told and explored, it's very significant that Joseph and Mary leave Nazareth because of the census and they have to go to Bethlehem. Bethlehem is the city of David. See, what that means is that Jesus isn't just God with us. Jesus is also the root of Jesse. Jesus is God with us, prophesied in the Old Testament and specifically and particularly fulfilling Old Testament prophecy, all of those longings that this root of Jesse would one day spring up. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I think about King David or think about Israel or sort of very Jewish sounding prophecies, as a Gentile, as a Christian who's a believer in Jesus without any Jewish background, it can feel a little arm's length, a little alien. But actually what we see as the New Testament goes on is that Paul picks up this theme in the book of Romans chapter 15, and he talks about how Jesus, being the root of Jesse, also means that he's the ruler of the nations and he's the one the Gentiles worship and long for. So Jesus being the root of Jesse, Jesus being the Davidic king, the inheritor of all of those hopes of Israel, all of those promises of the Old Testament, also means that he's the Lord of the nations for everyone, Jew and Gentile. And so we all worship him as the root of Jesse, as the one who fulfills that promise of David.